Does it matter if you close on your home at the end of the month versus the beginning of the month? If you know someone that works in the real estate industry, then you know that the end of the month can be pretty hectic. And that is because most people do choose to close on their home at the end of the month. Find out why in today's video. Hey guys, it's Jose.arvizu, loan officer at SunWest Mortgage, here to help simplify the home ownership process. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I make weekly real estate educational videos to help you be better prepared for buying a home. Do me a favor and share my channel with any future homeowners that you know. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can learn more about home ownership. Alright guys, so in a previous video, I discussed all the down payment options available to you when purchasing a home. And just in case you didn't know this, down payment is not the only thing that you need to save up for when buying a home. So you're telling me that I have to have all this money saved up for a down payment, and on top of that I need to save up more money? Well, that's the case. I know this is not what you wanted to hear, but it's important to know everything beforehand so you can be best prepared for buying a home. So you've saved up for your down payment, and that's great, but there are additional costs associated with buying a home that you have to take into account, and these are known as closing costs. So to bring it all back around, you have a down payment that you have to pay for, and on top of the down payment there are also closing costs associated with buying a home, and one of those closing costs is prepaid interest. Before we talk about prepaid interest, let's discuss how a mortgage payment works. So let's say your first payment on a house is October. Your October payment is covering for you living there in September, and your November payment is covering for you living there in October, and so on. Okay, so now we're going to use two scenarios so you can better understand prepaid interest. In our two scenarios, we have a closing date of today, October 12th, or October 30th. In both of these scenarios, October 12th and October 30th, your first payment won't be until December, and your December payment is covering for you living there in November. Whoa, Jose, so you're telling me that I can move in on October 12th or October 30th and there's no difference in when I make my first monthly payment? Man, why doesn't everyone move in early in the month? I'm glad you asked that. So yes, it doesn't matter what time in the month you move in. There's no difference in when you make your first monthly payment, but there is a difference in closing cost, and this is where prepaid interest comes into play. As we discussed earlier, mortgage payments are paid in the rear. So your October payment is covering for the month of September, your November payment is covering for the month of October, so on and so forth. It's the same with interest. Interest is paid in the rear. So in both of our scenarios, they're both October closing dates, so your first payment would be December. Now the December payment is covering for the month of November, not October, so we still need to make up the interest for the month of October. And this interest, which we call prepaid interest, is collected at closing. So this is why most people choose to close at the end of the month. Let's go back to our scenarios. So in October 12th, there's about 19 days until the end of the month. So you're paying 19 days worth of interest at closing. Now in October 30th, there's only 1 day until the end of the month. So with October 30th, you're only paying 1 day of prepaid interest. This could save you hundreds of dollars at closing. Overall, there isn't a difference because the interest is going to be paid anyways. It's just a matter of fact of when do you want to move into the home and if you want to save a couple $100 at closing. Alright guys, that's it for prepaid interest. Basically, the earlier in the month that you close, the more you have to pay in prepaid interest. Overall, there is no difference because the interest is going to get paid anyways. It's just a matter of fact of when do you want to move in and do you want to save a couple $100 at closing. If you learned something from this video, do me a favor and like and comment. This really helps me out and allows me to reach more people. Also, if you haven't, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with any future homeowners that you know. If you want me to assist you in buying a home, or if you have any questions over mortgages or the home ownership process, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is down below. As I always say, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be. Thank you guys for watching this video and have a wonderful day.